There's no denying the huge appeal of K-pop. This South Korean music genre is massive on home soil as well as across the world. From the psychological reasons behind its appeal to the way the idols make the music so attractive, we're going to show you why K-pop is so popular. If this is your first time visiting our channel, click the button to subscribe. Now, join us as we explore why K-pop is so popular. You'll learn how people in high places have helped the music genre become so massive. Thanks to the internet, we're able to enjoy music from all over the world, no matter where we live. The genre of K-pop has become hugely popular, and not just in its native South Korea. The number of fans is growing massively in the West and across the globe. But why is K-pop so popular? We've discovered quite a few reasons. Firstly, let's define exactly what K-pop is. This type of South Korean music mixes together Western sounds with Asian aspects of performance. One of the major parts of its global success is exactly this transnational hybrid value. Contemporary Korean pop culture in general is viewed as being built on transnational flows. That means it occurs across and beyond national boundaries, so it can appeal to many people across many countries and cultures. It contains aspects that appeal to fans regardless of their religious, ethnic, or national backgrounds, and these aspects include high-quality music videos and live performances. These are given by idols who are trained for long periods of time to work hard, be professional, and polite. They are also multilingual, bringing in words and phrases from other languages to further expand their appeal. In particular, English phrases are weaved into many K-pop songs, such as Kara's track Jumping. The popularity of K-pop and other South Korean branches of entertainment all form part of something much bigger too. K-pop taps into that larger cultural movement of Hallyu. This means the Korean wave, which describes how South Korean culture in general has become more popular in other countries. You only have to glance at beauty blogs to see how influential South Korean skincare regimes and beauty products have become. South Korea is in the collective consciousness much more, and K-pop has a big part to play in that. Thanks to social media, South Korean music can be marketed to a wider audience. But there was one major moment in K-pop history that really brought it to the forefront of Western entertainment, and that was Psy's Gangnam Style music video. It gained fame in 2012 as the first YouTube video to receive 1 billion views. Another notable moment for the South Korean music genre in the US took place in 2017. This was when K-pop boy band BTS won the Top Social Artist Award at the Billboard Music Awards. Although K-pop had already made it onto Western music charts like Billboard, this was the first time a K-pop group actually won a BBMA. How did K-pop become so loved? Well, there are aspects of K-pop that make us listeners feel good. One of these is in the visuals. Take a look at a K-pop video and you'll likely be watching a riot of color. K-pop artists aren't afraid to be bold with their style and their bright outfits. Beauty looks, props, and sets are totally engaging. We can go all the way back to 2009 and the rise of the K-pop girl band to see where this really got going. The management team behind girl group 4 Minute created the term candy funk to describe the band's aesthetic. Their style was colorful like candy, with neons and pastels popping off the screen. Their music videos burst with bold colors similar to the pop art movement. Naturally, when we see these kinds of bright shades, we feel brighter in ourselves, so it's no wonder that K-pop's colorful aesthetic is one of the psychological reasons for its popularity. After school, the Wonder Girls and 2NE1 were other breakthrough girl groups from that era of K-pop. These groups also take on different styles and concepts to keep things interesting. They use retro influences that we all love too, like the Grease-inspired Shy Boy music video from girl group Secret. Although girl groups are the main purveyors of colorful palettes, boy groups also employ these aesthetics too. You only need to glance at Boys Republic's video game music video to see how blue hair and pink outfits aren't restricted to girls only. Or take a look at the array of shades in the props and outfits of the music video for Duo's Two Hearts Delicious. Speaking of delicious, what could go better with pastel shades than ice cream? Sweet treats make us feel good, so it makes sense that most of us are going to love the combination of upbeat pop music, bright colors, and ice cream. And that connection was taken to a literal level when ice cream giant Baskin Robbins released a commercial endorsement with K-pop girl group Orange Caramel in 2014. The band used their signature bright vibe to promote the chain's shaved ice and ice cream combination and sang an original song called A Bing A Bing. The ice cream chain took the promo even further, releasing individual music videos of each member of the group. These cuts were packed full of aegyo, which leads us on to our next reason for K-pop's popularity. To put it simply, aegyo means cute. It's similar to Japan's kawaii culture. It's a way of acting in a playful manner, like using a high-pitched baby voice. It's the kind of behavior that can't help but make onlookers smile if they're into that high level of adorable sweetness, that is. And it's employed by K-pop idols to display affection using cute facial expressions and gestures. poses. You can mimic it yourself by winking, exaggeratedly blinking, and using your hands. Poke your cheek with your index finger, rest your chin on your fist, or make the peace sign. In K-pop, you can date it all the way back to 1997 and the genre's first successful all-female group, SES. It's also used extensively in Girls' Generation's 2008 music video for Kissing You. This takes the cuteness factor to the top with lots of adorable props and imagery in addition to the girls' movements. They tapped into the sweet treat aspect too by holding lollipops. Group member Sunny actually has aegyo as a personal trait. Having an identifiable trait is a typical aspect of K-pop idol groups. It's not by chance that each member of a K-pop group brings something different. It's a deliberate approach by the management behind them to offer diversity to the fans. And that diversity is another major reason why K-pop is such a big hit. Each member of a group has a distinct role to play, and the more members you have, the more diversity you have, and the greater appeal you have to a number of different people. Take girl group Twice, for example. Debuting in 2015 under JYP Entertainment, this band has a massive 9 members. Girl band Red Velvet, which debuted in 2015 under SM Entertainment, has 5 members. They each have a particular role in the group, whether that's leader, the one who speaks for the group in interviews, or vocalist, dancer, or rapper. They also have a youngest member called a maknae, and most idol groups have a member who has the role of visual. This brings us back to the importance and appeal of aesthetics in K-pop. The visual member simply has to stand there and look good. Some members also have multiple roles. Girl group idols often go by stage names and English names too, like Irene, Wendy, and Joy in Red Velvet, which are different to their birth names. This is another example of how K-pop idols appeal to fans across the globe. K-pop also maintains a solidarity amongst its acts, which adds to its appeal. Rather than playing out nasty spats in the media, K-pop artists present a united front of positivity and friendship. For example, Twice and Red Velvet present themselves as best friends. They interact in affectionate ways at public events together. They promote each other's work on social media, and they even cover each other's dance moves for a bit of fun. But behind the fun, there's a steely work ethic that comes from the years that these K-pop idols spend training. And the slickness that this level of professionalism brings is another reason why the genre is so popular. You might be wondering why we mention the entertainment companies that form the girl groups Twice and Red Velvet. It's because this process is another key element of why K-pop is so popular. A huge amount of thought, time, effort, and training goes into K-pop idols. They aren't just a group of friends from school who made it big after jamming together in their bedrooms. These are individuals who were either scouted by or auditioned for management companies. The very best are selected, and they are then put through their paces. Of course, this kind of process happens in the West too, notably with bands like the Pussycat Dolls and Spice Girls. But what sets K-pop idols apart is the amount of training they undergo before they release music. They are mentored and trained by their management for years before debuting. R&B singer G.Soul is an extreme example of this. He started training under JYP Entertainment in 2000 and trained for 15 years before he was finally able to make his debut under the label in 2015. As a side note, he then left JYP and moved to another label the next year, but G.Soul doesn't publicly denounce the trainee system. In an interview, he explained that he learned so much, including patience. He also learned he had to be consistent, hardworking, and continuous in everything. No pressure then. All that hard work certainly pays off. Boy bands like Big Bang and TVXQ are huge hits in their homeland, and their members show another reason why K-pop is so popular. Its idols aren't just skilled in one area, they do it all: singing, dancing, and acting. You could say they're the triple threat. For example, Taesung from Big Bang made many appearances in the TV show What's Up. As well as being singers, dancers, and actors, K-pop idols are also typically trendsetters. They love their fashion and are totally committed to their individual look. G-Dragon from Big Bang is one of the biggest trendsetters to come out of South Korea. On the female side of things, CL is influential in fans' fashion choices too. Their love of urban streetwear is part of a larger movement in South Korea for this type of clothing. Let's get back to dancing, and in particular, the amazing choreography that K-pop idols master. It's a huge part of K-pop's popularity. Fans are not only impressed by the moves, but they also spend hours learning to replicate them. It's a perfect activity for groups of friends to enjoy together, and is certainly a bit of innocent fun. K-pop groups that have multiple singers will have their members swap positions as they switch their vocal parts. This kind of slick, synchronized movement involves a great deal of talent, and it has a particular name too. It's called point dance. prevalence. This is when the choreography is made up of hooking and repetitive movements. The major movements stand out and are easy to remember. Talented choreographers match these dance moves to the lyrics of the song for total synchrony. You see this type of point choreography in boy group Super Junior's Sorry Sorry music video, amongst many others. Fans can then either just enjoy marveling at the sheer talent of their favorite artist, or they can join in and try to copy their moves. Either way, it's another major reason for the appeal of K-pop. Finally, let's take a look at the role the South Korean government has played in encouraging the popularity of K-pop. The government is well aware of the financial benefits of the Korean wave in general to South Korea's export sector. With K-pop being a big part of this, the government has subsidized and sponsored certain music activities. This is in an effort to help expand the genre's appeal both at home and across the world. The Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism is responsible for much of the work in this area. South Korean consulates and embassies have also been involved in arranging K-pop concerts globally, and the annual K-pop World Festival in South Korea is sponsored and managed by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, as well as the Korean Culture and Information Service, entertainment companies like S27 Entertainment, and the Korean Broadcasting System KBS. K-pop fans from overseas get invited by the ministry to attend the concert, which only further strengthens the genre's reputation on the world stage. What do you think is the biggest reason K-pop is so popular? Let us know in the comments. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching.